Hello and welcome to the Skinny Jean Gardener podcast, the bonus podcast. How are we all? Let's hit that fantastic jingle. Oh yes! Okay, so this is the Jibber Jabber podcast, which is like a bonus podcast, which mainly gives me the chance to just spill out everything that's going on in my little brain. Like, I realise that, I say this all the time whenever I start these little bonus podcasts, that you don't want to hear me chatting away, you just want to hear the proper chit chat. Get in there, Lee, stop messing around. Let's hear you talking to someone about gardening. I get that, that's absolutely fine. But if you fancy a little bit of Lee, that is also absolutely fine. But if you fancy just listening to me chat away to you, then that is awesome as well. We can do that. I did say every Monday, I do realise that this is not Monday. Once again, we've got a bonus podcast. It's out on a Wednesday. That's absolutely fine. Don't worry. It's a bonus, isn't it? So it's a midweek bonus this week. I promise. And next Monday, there'll definitely be a bonus podcast, okay? I promise. I think I said that last time though. If you want to check this out, if you want to see how I look when I'm chatting to people, then you can check out the YouTube channel. Go check it out right now. If you want to listen to this, firstly listen to this, because listener figures are always good. Maybe listen to the first 10 minutes. I think that record, am I going to talk for 10 minutes? It's possible. It is possible. Just listen to the first 5 minutes. I think it registers then. That's cool. Then pop over to the YouTube channel where you can see exactly how I look when I'm chatting away to myself in what I call the studio. But, you know, the studio does change sometimes. You might hear it through the audio. Usually, perfect audio comes when I'm sitting in my front room with a duvet over my head. I ain't doing that today, mainly because I want to show you guys on the YouTube and for you guys that listen to the podcast how I look. I've put a little plant pot here to make it look a bit greener. I don't know if you can hear that on the podcast. Just to jazz it up a bit. A plant pot. I must remember I'm talking to you guys on the podcast. Podcast though. Right, so thank you very much for joining me on the bonus podcast. Let me firstly say that I really want to thank you all for supporting the Skinny Jean Gardener show. At the end of January, I did the first Skinny Jean Gardener show live on Facebook. I rabbited on about it for weeks, like for ages. I know that. I do understand. I did talk about it quite a bit. I took a week off. I quietly just left it sizzling. You might see me pop up now and again and talk about it. Sorry about that. But 4,500, which in the grand scheme of the world doesn't seem a lot, but 4,500 of you watched the Skinny Jean Gardener show, and if you haven't watched it yet, go give it a little watch. You can also watch it on YouTube, because I do realise that not everybody has Facebook. Who knew? Who knew that? I thought everyone did. Even my nan's got it. Actually, Nan hasn't got it. So check over on the YouTube channel where you can also watch the live. But it was fantastic. Thank you to everyone that commented. You guys were awesome. Everyone that watched live and got involved. Everyone that come in the audience. You guys are awesome. And there will be another one February 23rd. And then in March, we've got another live recording. Which hopefully, now some of you guys have seen it, you want to come along. And we had, how many people do you reckon we had? About 40? Maybe 50 people come and watch? Big up you guys. Big up. You're definitely invited back next time. But yeah, I'll let you know about when the next live recording is. But I want you guys involved. For now, go check it out. Go give it a watch. Let me know what you think. What can be improved? I'm welcome to... my little ego can't take too much criticism. But if you have a little bit, maybe you've got a few ideas. Let's call them ideas. Then just give me a shout. Let me know. Be really welcome. And yeah, if you want to get involved as well, that is also cool. Like I always say with the podcast and anything that I do, if you guys want to get involved, then wicked. That just reminds me, actually, I've got to email someone back who's just started their own podcast. The old gardening podcast world's getting bigger and bigger. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I went to Glee, and actually, if you want to check out Glee, I did 20 hauls in 1 hour, which if you've ever been to the NEC, quite a feat. Someone asked me, have you seen the whole show? I've been there a day. I was like, it's quite big, isn't it? Not yet. Challenge myself. Challenge Lee. Challenge Lee. Challenge Lee. 20 halls, 1 hour. I was sweating. Sweated it out. It was quite warm in there. And not once, but twice. So I was there on Monday, Tuesday. Not once, but twice did I get lost and couldn't find my way to the van. I forgot where I parked. The lovely people of NEC, I mean, I thought they'd hear all the time. Like, must happen to everyone, right? Their reaction was not that of, this happens to everyone, don't worry. It was, are you an idiot or what? But it was good there. I enjoyed it. There's a lot of stuff there. I mean, it wasn't just gardening stuff. It was everything that a garden centre or shops and that could have in their store. I headed and checked out a few different bits. I saw, and I think in one of my videos, I saw Joe Wicks. I met Joe Wicks. If you want to check out that video, head over to YouTube. And I'll tell you, he's not called me yet, which, I mean, it's coming. Definitely coming. The call's coming, right? Must, definitely. If you listen to this, Joe, which I'm sure you are. I mean, until I title a podcast called Joe Wicks, then he's probably not going to listen, is he? Or just maybe I should just title a podcast, the Joe Wicks podcast, 2-minute podcast. Hey Joe, Lee here. Can we just cut this bit? Hey Joe, Lee here. If you want to get in contact with the Skinny Jean Gardener, hit Lee at skinnyjeangardener.co.uk and let's collab, mate. Can we call each other mate? Probably not. Although he did say mate in the video, so I mean, I take that. Someone did call me out for fangirling a little bit, which embarrassing. I do feel there was one point you'll see in the video that I was watching him and he kept just seeing me out the corner of his eye, and I felt a little bit awkward. A little bit. Hey Joe, look at me. Anyway, that's Joe Wicks. Check that out. And check out the Glee in 1 hour tour. That's coming out next week. But yeah, a great time, did a great live. Thank you for everyone that got involved in that, and keep commenting on it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But head over to social media, and I'm talking about it all on there. Now, the podcast is going, I'd like to say, pretty well. You guys seem quite to be enjoying it. You quite like the jingles, and like I said, if you'd like to change anything, we've changed a few bits. This 10-minute currently monologue has been removed from the main podcast. This is like the little secret, like a dirty secret part, isn't it? Like in the week. Oh, just a little secret podcast that he doesn't mention too often. But this is just for the subscribers. Yeah. That's another little jingle. I've got a bit excited chatting to you guys. Actually, because I've not properly done like a talking thing for ages, just chatting away to you, I was a little bit excited about just coming on here. And you might enjoy this, you might not, which is absolutely fine. Just skip it. Go listen to one of the chit-chats with some of the great people. This week, I've got Michael Perry on the... If you don't know Michael Perry, I always call him the biggest, greatest garden t-shirt designer that I know. And by the way, some of this chat that I'm doing today sounds like I've cut it, doesn't it? It sounds like I've edited bits. I'm just jumping from place to place. I'm really sorry about that. And you can see it in the video, straight through. Not because I'm just being here talking, but because I'm too lazy to sit down and cut it up. Is that alright?